Hi. You'll notice this doesn't exactly continue on from the last video where I said I'll see you in the gym, because I don't dress like this to go to the gym and I don't wear red lipstick to go to the gym. Just wanted to let you know, in the interest of me being completely honest and not having people think that I'm trying to trick them, I pretended to go to the gym so that I just wanted to make a funny story about how hard it is for me to get to the gym. But I did go home and then go back to the gym much later that night, much later, like midnight later, because I don't know, I probably seem really outgoing and everything, but to go to the gym in the middle of the day when there's like heaps of other people there and video myself working out, I would have been mortified. I don't want to be that wanker who does that, even though I am that wanker who did do that. So I went at midnight because I knew there would be no one there. That's also, if you see me, you know, on the treadmill and I'm looking exhausted, and if you're looking at me at that point and going, she's been on the treadmill for like 2 minutes and she looks exhausted, she's not fit at all. It was midnight, okay, so I was exhausted. I was very tired. I'm normally well and truly in bed by that stage, not on the treadmill and going on to do a workout. Now, also, I do have a lot of musculoskeletal issues. I've got lots of problems with my back. I've got scoliosis, lordosis, kyphosis, 3 bulging discs. I've got problems with my knees. I've got a bad shoulder. My neck's not real great. So if you're looking at me and going, what's that squat she's doing? That's not how you do a squat. For me, that's how I do a squat. I've had to modify a lot of my exercises to accommodate my my issues that I've got from head to toe. So I probably don't do a lot of these how you're supposed to do them. So please, before going out and doing your own exercise program, don't look at mine and go, oh, I'm going to go and do that. Please don't do that. This is just what I do and what works for me. I'm pretty sure that everything I do 10 reps. I'm not going to show you all 10 reps because you don't have all day to sit here and watch me just doing boring shit. So whatever I do 10 of. I don't do multiple sets, not at the moment, because I'm just maintaining. I'm just trying to maintain my muscle mass that I've got. I'm not trying to lose weight. If I were, I'd be going a lot harder. I'd be doing a lot more. But for me, at the moment, I'm maintaining. And I'll put up across the screen somewhere, wherever it fits, where there's the right amount of white space or black space to put it, the weights I'm doing. Obviously, when I say I'm doing 10 reps of everything, I'm not doing 10 planks, no sir. I'm not doing 10 bridges. I am not doing 10 squats, no. I had to do 3, I normally do 1, so I want you to appreciate that I did 3, because those squats, they're going to look really easy. Do me a favour, before you judge me and go, oh, what is she doing, 1 squat? Go and do one of these squats and hold it for 30 seconds. That's how long I hold it for. And I had to do 3 before I got the right camera angle and I was burning. But I do that for you guys because I love you. And this little excursion I made to the gym in the middle of the night, all by myself, looking like a wanker with a video camera, that's just between us. No one else needs to know about this, alright? That's a secret. Now, I'm actually going to go to the gym. You'll see me in the gym. After all the fluffing around at home to actually get to the gym, I get there, I'm on the treadie for like 2 minutes and my whole body relaxes and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. I just slide right into my happy place. At the moment, I'm just doing cardio as a warm-up, so I'm only doing about 15-20 minutes. Sometimes just treadie, sometimes treadie, bike and cross trainer. I mix it up, otherwise I get bored. The first time I got on the cross trainer, I lasted about a minute on level 1 and almost died. It was so frightening for me and I was so uncoordinated that I didn't even go back to it for a very long time. Now I own the cross trainer, backwards and forwards, although I have to say, first time I went backwards, almost did myself an injury. First time I tried this one, I couldn't even support my own body weight and actually tore something in my shoulder. I do these next 3 exercises on this cable pulley machine only because my physio tells me I have to, and I'm a good girl, so I'm compliant. These are supposed to help with my little lats, or if you're really fancy with muscles, it's my latissimus dorsi muscles, but the little ones, not the big ones. I honestly hate doing these exercises. This one is the lat machine that works my big lats. This lat work, I really love this machine. I've always loved this one. This one is the assisted pull-up machine. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty half-assed with this one, which is why I still can't do even one single chin-up. I used to actually do 100 of these at, I think it was about 200 kilos, maybe more, I can't remember. I don't really do them anymore other than like very occasionally, and I just like to get on there sometimes and pump a few out to remind myself just how strong I am. That feels good. As I said, I don't do squats like everyone else does them. I do them how I need to do them. If I do regular squats, I get a very, very sore back, and my knees just absolutely cannot cope with it. So I do them like this against the wall with a fit ball supporting my back, and I know people who do these as well are going to say that I've got the fit ball on the wrong part of my back, but this is where it needs to be for me. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing awfully much here, but I used to have a lot of problem with shin splints, and these little, very teeny tiny little exercises just help to strengthen my foot and my shin muscles, and I haven't had shin splints since I started doing them. These are supposed to loosen up my lower back, but I don't know, I still get a lot of pain. I have a love-hate relationship with lunges. They're really tough on my knees and my thighs, and I quite regularly injure myself doing them, so then I need to have a little bit of a break from them, but they will not conquer me. I have a torn tendon in one of my shoulders, so I have a lot of trouble doing anything, like pushing anything above shoulder height. I'm not actually supposed to push anything above shoulder height. You may have noticed that in my workout so far, but I asked my physio to give me some exercises to do to try to strengthen the muscles around my shoulder to better hold the tendon in place. So that's what this one's about, and it is definitely building muscle, particularly in my delts, but I'm not noticing any reduction in pain when I do anything above shoulder height yet. My niece suggested that I start doing heel lifts to build the muscle and definition in my calves. I did, and they did. The transformation was just absolutely amazing. The last one you see me do, the squatty one, I'm not going to say the added benefits that one has, but ladies, do a few and you'll find out for yourself.
all my stretches and all my yoga poses much, much longer than what I show in this video. Much longer. I can bust out a few big boy push-ups, but I do the girly push-ups better, and I think I'm much better off to do something well than to do something not quite as good. I used to do 150 crunches 3 times a week, and then my good mate Google told me that I shouldn't be doing crunches and I should be doing planking instead. So I started planking, and in the space of only a couple of months I lost 15 centimetres off my waist. So I don't do crunches anymore. I do 3 30-second planks per week. I love planking. I can't speak highly enough of planking, and I love that it's a mental game as well. I swear I only do these because my exercise physiologist tells me to. I hate clams. These are okay, I don't really mind doing these. My physio told me to do these. He said that it would be really good for my lower back. The jury's out on that because it really hurts my lower back to do these, but like any new exercise I do, I give it a good few months just to see if I need to work out some muscle soreness or whatever, so I'll stick with these. This one's also meant to be really good for my lower back. I can't actually have my lower back resting on the floor when I do this one, that's why I use the fit ball. And it's really, really hard, but geez, it's really working my obliques. It's working miracles on them. More clams, still hate them. This one is a stretch that my exercise physiologist told me to do. Well, not this stretch, the one that she told me to do was hurting, so I went and spoke to my good mate Google again, and Google told me to do this one instead, and I'm finding this one much better. It doesn't hurt. I used to have a lot of problems with plantar fasciitis, which is pain that you get through the bottom of your foot. It's the most awful pain. So that's why I do these stretches. I've got to stretch out my Achilles tendon and my calf muscles. They tend to be really quite short. So I'm really fastidious about doing this stretch. And since I've been really good with doing this stretch, I haven't had the plantar fasciitis anymore. I hold this one until I lose balance or start cramping up, so I only ever last for a few seconds with this one. Twisting really hurts my back, so that is why you'll only see me do this one twisty stretch and that one twisty exercise I did on the pulley machine. And the only reason I do it is because my physio insists that it's good for me. Physio showed me how to do my neck stretching exercises. She had a special name for one of the particular stretches. So now, every single time I do my stretches, this is what goes through my head. to the side, to the other side, down to the front. Sniff your pit, tip your head, back to the middle, sniff your other pit, and tip your head. That will never, ever, ever, as long as I live and I'm doing those neck stretches, that voice will never, ever go. Well, that's it. I'm all done. As my son would say, it feels good, man. So, thank you for being my little gym buddy tonight. And I will see you really soon.